Mayoral candidate will be on the general election ballot despite an attempt to block her candidacy by an ally of current Mayor Tiffany Henyard, who is
a mayoral candidate being challenged. The saga surrounding embattled South suburban politician Tiffany Henyard continues.
Get ready to dive into the murky world of Thornton Township, Illinois, where politics is anything but ordinary. Supervisor Tiffany Henyard has created a storm so intense that it's hard to tell whether it's a reign of terror or just horribly mismanaged leadership. Prepare to be shocked, scandalized, and maybe even entertained. This is not your typical town hall meeting. Think of it as a political cage match with Henyard at the center, squaring off against her critics, all while an FBI investigation looms over the township. The latest twist? Henyard is threatening to shut down the entire township government. That's right, she could cut essential services, leaving seniors stranded without transportation, kids without after-school programs, and hundreds of employees potentially out of work, all over a petty power struggle. So, what's really going on here? Thornton Township board meetings have become more of a political showdown than a place for governance. For the fifth time in just a few weeks, a meeting had to be canceled because there weren't enough board members to form a quorum. This isn't a simple oversight. It's a strategic move by trustees to fine Tiffany Henyard from making crucial appointments. They accuse her of financial mismanagement using taxpayer money for lavish trips and personal gain, and running the township into a financial mess. And with the FBI investigating her, it's hard to argue otherwise. The township is facing a massive deficit. But Henyard sees things differently. She argues that the trustees are intentionally sabotaging her to undermine her authority and take control of the township for their own gain. She claims their repeated absences from meetings are a tactic to prevent her from appointing a new trustee who could provide her with a tie-breaking vote. Henyard positions herself as the people's champion, battling a corrupt political establishment. The stakes couldn't be higher. Henyard's threat to shut down the township isn't empty rhetoric. Without a functioning board, she says, the township won't be able to renew its insurance, which would grind all operations to a halt. That means no senior transportation, no food assistance, no after-school programs for kids, and potential layoffs for over 100 township employees, many of whom are already struggling. It's a bold, risky move. But Henyard is all in. It's not just the township's finances that are in turmoil. Tiffany Henyard's own political future is hanging by a thread. She's already been ousted from the ballot for Thornton Township Supervisor in a rare Democratic caucus vote. Henyard claims the caucus was rigged, alleging that her supporters were locked out of the venue while those backing her opponent, State Senator Napoleon Harris, were allowed in. In response, she's filed multiple lawsuits accusing voter suppression and demanding a revote. Meanwhile, her allies have been busy working to remove some of her challengers from the ballot, further intensifying the already chaotic and fiercely contested political landscape.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard was not at the hearing here today. Neither was her attorney, and she was not made available for a comment.
The situation is further complicated by an ongoing FBI investigation into Tiffany Henyard's finances. Subpoenas have been issued to Henyard herself, her political committee, her cancer charity, yes, really, her boyfriend, relatives, trustees, and even her defunct burger business. The allegations of misappropriating funds are serious, and the FBI is digging deep. Henyard denies any wrongdoing, but the evidence is beginning to pile up. But that's not all. The drama extends beyond the township boardroom. Henyard is also the mayor of Dalton, Illinois, where her tenure has been just as tumultuous. She's facing strong opposition from within her own village, with senior trustee Jason House launching a mayoral campaign to unseat her. House accuses Henyard of financial mismanagement and fostering a climate of fear and intimidation in the village government. He's campaigning on promises of ethics reform and a return to responsible leadership. The situation in Dalton mirrors the chaos unfolding in Thornton Township. Meetings are heated, accusations are flying, and lawsuits are stacking up. Henyard, ever defiant, insists she's fighting for the people and challenging a corrupt establishment. But her critics see something else, a self-serving politician clinging to power no matter the cost. Now let's see what the internet is saying. The YouTube comment section is a treasure trove of opinions, ranging from outrage to amusement. One commenter summed it up bluntly: "This is maddening. Henyard has no respect, therefore deserves no respect. Ouch." Another, clearly fed up with the ongoing drama, declared, "She needs to grow up and step down. Her time in office has been a disaster." These comments reflect the growing frustration and disillusionment among residents of both Thornton Township and Dalton. They're tired of the endless infighting, the constant accusations, and the uncertainty hanging over the future of their communities. The situation is further complicated by the fact that Henyard isn't just facing opposition from within her own party. Rumors are swirling about secret alliances and backroom deals. Whispers of rival factions jockeying for control have only intensified. Some speculate that the ongoing FBI investigation is being used as a political weapon to discredit Henyard and her allies, while others believe it could be a smokescreen designed to divert attention from even more serious misconduct. As usual, the truth remains elusive. To add to the intrigue, reports of anonymous tips and leaked documents have surfaced, fueling further speculation about Henyard's alleged misdeeds. If these documents are authentic, they could expose a deeper pattern of corruption and abuse of power, extending far beyond the initial accusations. The authenticity of the information is still under investigation, but the mere existence of these rumors is enough to destabilize an already fragile political environment. Meanwhile, Henyard's supporters remain fiercely loyal, defending her against accusations of wrongdoing and framing her as the victim of a political witch hunt. They argue that the opposition is motivated by personal vendettas and a thirst for power, rather than any genuine concern for the community. They point to Henyard's accomplishments during her time in office, highlighting initiatives that have directly benefited residents of Thornton Township and Dalton. The situation is becoming increasingly complex, with competing narratives and conflicting accounts of the events. The legal battles are far from over, with Henyard's lawsuits still pending and outcomes uncertain. Her opponents are fighting back just as aggressively, filing countersuits and challenging her claims. The legal wrangling is expected to drag on for months, if not years, further delaying any resolution to the crisis and prolonging the uncertainty for the residents of both communities.
Again, no comment from Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Voters here will first head to the polls in February for the primary election, then the general mayoral election.
Beyond the legal battles, the political fallout is already being felt. Henyard's reputation has been severely damaged, and her ability to govern effectively has been significantly compromised. The ongoing infighting and constant accusations are eroding public trust, making it increasingly difficult to address the community's pressing needs. This situation serves as a textbook example of how political dysfunction can undermine even the most well-intentioned efforts at governance. Adding another layer of complexity to this saga is the role of the media. Local news outlets are closely following the events, reporting on the various legal battles, accusations, and counterclaims. National media outlets have also picked up the story, further amplifying the drama and shaping public perception of Henyard and her administration. The constant media scrutiny is only intensifying the pressure on Henyard, making it even harder to navigate the increasingly treacherous political landscape. The situation in Thornton Township and Dalton serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power, political ambition, and the corrosive effects of partisan conflict. The residents of these communities are caught in the middle, enduring the fallout from a political battle that shows no signs of slowing down. The question remains, will the community ever heal from this political turmoil, or will the scars of this conflict persist for years to come? The future is uncertain and the drama continues. The situation is a perfect storm of political infighting, financial mismanagement, and FBI scrutiny, an unfolding spectacle that has captivated the entire region. And it's far from over. Henyard's threat to shut down the township government is a desperate, high-stakes gamble, yet it underscores the deep divisions and mistrust that have long plagued Thornton Township. The big question now is whether Henyard will follow through on her threat, and if she does, what will the consequences be? Will the residents demand her resignation, or will she somehow weather the storm and manage to hold on to power?
Manner of fights in Thornton Township and in Dalton. Except in one case, Tiffany Henyard wants on a ballot, while in another, a Henyard ally was looking to keep her opponent off.
The ongoing legal battles, the FBI investigation, and the deep-rooted political divisions within both Thornton Township and Dalton make this a story that's bound to keep us on the edge of our seats. It's a messy, chaotic situation, and the residents of these communities certainly deserve better. The big question is, will Henyard's actions ultimately benefit the people she claims to serve, or will they only further destabilize these already fragile communities? Only time will tell. In the meantime, keep those comments coming. Let us know your thoughts on this political soap opera. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this unfolding drama. Thanks for watching.